I barely have gotten to my destination. All of a sudden, I have parentheses on my face. Who wants to deal with that? R.I.P. Makeup Geek. May you continue resting. Well, may you be resurrected, actually, because we need you. We need you. I'm feeling like a fine girl.
Don't worry, worry, worry.
Hello, if you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Yuki. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a nice little fun little look, you know. Yuki, think. What do we need? Guys, I don't have any of the new palettes. Actually, I threw away like 70 something percent of the eyeshadow palettes I had. Okay, maybe 60 something percent. Do eyeshadow palettes really ever expire? No, you just spray it with some alcohol, you just dab it off, and you're good to go. Brow freeze. That named these. It's like draw soup. Oh my god, you guys remember this? Colored Rain. Y'all remember? Yeah. Becca! Oh my god, Becca! So sorry to headphone users. My Z palette is here. Individual eyeshadows that are magnetic. You put them, into an empty palette and create your own custom palette. I might do this, guys. I know there's some old Makeup Geek eyeshadows in here, as well as some old like Morphe shadows when they used back in the long time ago days. And then these are the Makeup Geek products that literally broke on a trip. Yep, Makeup Geek Grandstand. You can recreate this with multiple products that are available. I don't think eyeshadow palettes or eye colors are scarce. My brows were previously microbladed, and I actually never got a touch up. They were microbladed in 2018 or so, 2019, something like that, and they still look like this. Feels like I tattooed my brows, honestly. Isn't it so interesting how everyone's body reacts differently? Some people, their body completely rejects the pigment, and then there are people like me where it's hanging on for dear life. 7 years later, the one microblading session I did is still hanging on strong. That's crazy. Some things have not changed. Black Opal Flawless Concealer in the shade Honey. I didn't even have to look at the packaging to remember the name or the shade name. That's crazy. Yep. Honey. The odd thing is, I'm usually not an eyes first person, but I want to try it. I've done it before. I tend to not really like the overall result for some reason. I do want to kind of veer away from things or patterns I'm used to, exhibiting when it comes to my makeup application. I'll use this Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 380, yeah. Setting right underneath the brow with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to dip into this brown shade here. Take that color off of that brush. I don't have an orange here. This is more of like a red orange. We're just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. Let me actually mix these two. This one and this one. Ooh, I just got flashbacks of a look I did with that mustard yellow and a green. There was a time. So I'm just stamping that, and I don't want to bring that red in too far. I do want more brown on the outer corner right here, so let me do that before I forget. Can y'all see that? We're gonna mix those two, and I'm gonna go into the very outer perimeter of that red because I want a better transition there. Phantom. Oh, yeah. Makeup Geek Sha. It's like a shifty purpley pink. Decisions. Ooh! And then I got this. Oh, see? This is why you can't get me around no freaking shimmers. I just start digging. This is Limelight by Makeup Geek, which no longer exists, unfortunately. That's actually kind of the look I was going for. Like, go in with the green and then wet it. And I'm just placing it right in the center of my lid, essentially. See, now I feel like I have to do a lime green waterline. These are the issues. Just when Yuki starts playing in color goes everywhere. See how I said wearable, daytime, kinikon. With me, it's like all or nothing, right? Like, do y'all notice that about my looks? Either I'm like, okay, bronzer on the eye only, or let's go to the Met Gala. The eyeshadow is the Met Gala look. We're gonna go into Phantom, which is the first one that I swatched on the back of my hand. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel so bad using products that you can't go get unless you already have them and ended up not throwing them away. I'm gonna take the other side of this small brush and go into the green and just reinforce. I'm gonna go into that brown that I got earlier. Here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna cheat. We're gonna take this little guy here and we're going to actually carve out as if we placed that dark brown all the way up here. And then we'll blend it out from there. And then use this opportunity to kind of blend the brown into the green. Reinforce the brown. I used these two colors in the waterline. Use this pretty much the entire waterline, and then use the green on the inner portion. I'm gonna take the green to the halfway mark of the waterline. Hello, we're back. I know. I tried to put on the same outfit, you know, to just kind of help with continuity. Yeah, it's a different day. Whole entire, like 2-3 days later. So what had happened was my base betrayed me. That's what happened. I did my usual smile lines routine, but I had this huge lines, like just peeking through my face, and I had to go out like that because I didn't have time to like take it all off. It was bad. The more the day went by, the worse the smile lines got. I was creasing. It was bad. And I was like, I have to throw all the footage away. But I was like, you know what? Let me just redo the eyes, come back on here, and let's just do a new base, right? Because I don't want the eye look to go to waste because I felt like it was eaten, you know? Like, I probably didn't do it exactly how I did it last time. But I feel like you kind of get the gist from the first part of the video. So yeah, that's my little surprise. It's a whole nother day. Yeah, it's late at night. And, well, this is usually when I'm most creative anyway. No wonder the eye look took me. I was very sharp with teeth. I was like, boom, 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 boom. I was done. The first time I did the eye look, I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should. When you know what look you want to do, it makes everything go by so much faster. So I went out today, well, now technically yesterday, to Ulta. And I got some stuff. MAC Painterly Paint Pot, the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. A professional makeup artist on TikTok, MUA_TTT_Tia. Talked about how this is her routine for every bride that she sees is prone to smile lines or laugh lines. She uses MAC Painterly Paint Pot and Dermablend over top of it to set it, regardless of skin color or skin type. I've put on a moisturizer. I've put on sunscreen. I have put on a new, actually, under eye cream. This is the Vichy Mineral. Can't see what else is on here, but it's this guy. I use it under my eyes to moisturize underneath the eyes. What else did I do? I've already done my brows. Why am I touching this? Oh my God, I forgot I had already done my eyes. Why am I scratching stuff? Let's add some brow hairs, like some people like to call it. I don't even feel like I need it. With the ABH Brow Freeze, I don't even feel like I need to add any brow product to my brows. Like, it's actually mad. I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Universal Radiant Blurring Balm Powder. All right, so we're gonna go in to the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot. This is an OOOG. I think I've considered getting the paint pots, but I never got it. So this is Painterly, well known. There was another one called Arts Therapeachy or something like that, and it was like a peach tone. And I considered getting that one instead, but I was like, you know what? Let me just stick to what the Pro is using. Like, let me just, because she uses this on dark skin tones, uses this on everybody. I said, you know what? Let me not break away. Let me make sure I know where my smile lines are before we proceed. I know the tester in Ulta was super, super dried out. And it's so interesting that this is used for such a purpose as this when the product has a tendency to dry out the way it does. I have an abundance of loose setting powders. I really probably could have gotten away with just like using my Laura Mercier or, you know, whatever. But I was like, you know what? Let me just get the Dermablend like she suggested or like she uses. Just I don't want to mess this up. And look, life is coming at me fast right now, because I never used to have to worry about smile lines. On the occasion, let me not get too extra. It was always like, you know, hour 8, hour 6, hour 7 into wearing the makeup, not hour 1. Okay, so this is how this thing will dry out, because I cannot possibly put it on properly with, okay, is it even? It's even, okay, so now it's sealed properly. See, that's how it dries out, you know? What do they call these nasolabial folds? It's the whole thing. It's the whole god dang thing. And with this whole talk of them talking about, oh, filler migrates and all that stuff, I'm like, I can't go and put filler there because now you like, what's the cure for this? Women in STEM, you people are not addressing the right issues. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I did grab their last one, by the way. And it wasn't even in a proper place. Oh, it has a little puff. Oh, it's so cute. It's so little. Hey, God. That feels like a lot of powder. I felt like I picked up such a little amount, though. We should just start calling this series Yuki Tries to Perfect Her Makeup as Her Skin Slowly Becomes Mature Skin. Why can't I see a crease already? I see something right here. Don't piss me off. Maybe in the midst of me moving, I mistakenly set a line. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I'm already annoyed. I'm going to use a Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm in the shade 10. This foundation is a lot orange than I remember it being. I'm running into a similar situation like what I did the other day, just not as harsh. Right here is much lighter. This is not as bad, and I can work around this. I think this is kind of just going to be the reality of using this trick, especially when you have foundations that are lesser coverage. Let's move on to more exciting things. I did, however, that day use the Golden Hour Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed. There. Now you can see it. Like, the lights really just kind of... What is the word? There's a YouTube word for it. I can't remember what the word is. A camera term. Hey! I've forgotten my craft. But I'm gonna go in with this. Oh, shoot. Don't do what I just did because this thing is very, very pigmented. Let me just respect myself and, just remove some of it because I don't know what provoked me to be that heavy-handed, knowing that this is not my first time using that product. So yeah, really loving this. Definitely gonna be using these. I know they also sent me the shade Grape Soda. Let's go into concealer. I've got the Fenty Beauty concealers in the shade 380 and 350. And I still do like to do both sides at the same time, both sides of the under eye. I feel like I get more coverage that way. I don't just do one eye completely and then move on to the next. I go back and forth. I'm gonna move on to the lighter concealer. Before I forget, so I posted on my IG stories about this whole, mishap or whatever. And someone reached out to me. His name is Sean X Fears. He's a huge fan of the paint pot trick, especially for his forehead lines. And lately he's been testing out the 24-hour extended eye base. And it's just as great that the eye base has almost no color. So maybe I should try that. Maybe I should pick that one up and see if I like that better. Yeah, that one's lighter, but it's not like super duper light. I really want it like a bright under eye, Let's use our trusty Laura Mercier. I feel like I'm even sweating. Yeah. The one thing that I don't stray from. My MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep to set the other areas of my face. And I'm gonna set on top of the blush and just right in here. Because I do want a more diffused look in that inner corner, I'm not hitting the brush with any spray. Let me go back to this girl. ColourPop. Yeah, ColourPop Prairie Air. Things gonna look a little weird. Just roll with it, all right? Fenty Beauty Cocoa Naughty. Okay, I have like some excess glue on there that I gotta take care of, but I just gonna have to roll with it. I just took some coverage off my nose because I'm sweaty. I pressed too hard on the brush and it came off. This is the best I've put a lash on this particular eye in a long time because I do have two different eye shapes. By the way, in case you didn't know. What is that TikTok? I did what I could and I couldn't what I didn't. And if it didn't, couldn't. Okay. The lip combo I used is the same lip combo I always use. I need to flat iron this hair, but I'm not doing that at 1:30 in the morning. I'm not going anywhere. It can't be flat ironed tomorrow. It was Trendsetter. You know what? I just realized I have not seen this on the Morphe site. So I know somebody said they took it away, they brought it back, and then maybe they took it away again. And I go in with this Ofra Sobe liquid lipstick. Like, you watch my videos, you don't really know what you're gonna get. Is everything gonna go okay? Maybe, maybe not. And the brush I'm using to actually blend this out is a liner brush, but I use it only for my lips. Please do not interchange products you use on your lips for your eyes. That is not good. It's dangerous. Because who trying to get an infection? Not me. I sure felt like I needed to add more warmth back to my face. You know what? Actually, wait. I can just... Hold on. Let's make something shake real quick. And then for lip gloss, the Fortune Cookie NYX Butter Gloss. And this is my go-to combination. No! Stay put. What is this? Clinique. This Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, for us people with really tiny little itty bitty bottom lashes, it works really good. Enjoy the beauty. Do not focus on the imperfections. Yes! The face is lighter than the neck and the chest. But that's okay. We're not the first to do it. We're not gonna be the last. No, that's crazy. So far, so good with the smile lines. I can already tell this is going to work because at this stage of my makeup 2-3 days ago, I was already cracking around the lips. It was around the mouth. It was bad. It was bad. I might just be sticking with the Fenty concealer, but because I did this thing right here, I feel like it's kind of throwing things off. Maybe it's experimental. I have some time to tweak some things. But yes, I'm smiling, I'm expressing. I'm a very expressive person. I need my makeup to keep up. And it's keeping up so far. The line I saw earlier is still there, but it's very, very faint. I see a little bit of, tiny little lines, but we cannot be walking around with AI skin. Okay? Like, we really can't. Wait, something's happening there. The wig is laid, but some parts is a little clockable, but it's okay. Again, we are not the first to do it, and we will not be the last. Life is wonderful. The lash might be falling off, but that's it sometimes. Sometimes things fall apart to come back together again later when we get in the mirror and fix it with some glue, It's a part of life. It's okay. It's makeup. It comes off. We are going to be all right. If you're coming with me on this ride, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Come hither. Come hither. If you're going to subscribe, like, share, and comment, God bless you as you do so. Get the show on the road. Go to sleep. I'm going to see y'all later. I don't know what that is. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Look at you, a work of art, a collage of beauty, a Ledumare's masterpiece.